Hi everyone and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. A full disclosure, I was taking a nap because I'm still not 100%. We're down to 80% today for Carly's health level. We've dropped 5% since yesterday. So I was snoozing and missed the first 5 minutes of General Hospital because my DVR is like, hey, she's not watching live. Let's not record the show. So I do have it from like after the credits, like all that, but I missed the first 5 minutes. I know it's probably inconsequential, but if anything like exciting happened, just leave it down in the comments. It would mean a lot to me. Thanks. All right, so let's get right to it. At the Metro Court restaurant, Laura and Lulu are talking, and she tells her that Kevin is the cryptographer, and Lulu heads off for her therapy exercises, and Laura has a flashback from like a while ago with Helena, and it's pretty cool. I think if you know like what year approximately that was from, that'd be good information. Thank you. I'm sorry. My head is like nowhere today. I had like a big morning and a big last night, and now I'm just like, no. So Kevin arrives and Laura feels Helena's presence. You know, she feels her like kind of lingering around. And Kevin came up with 2 words from the code Heartbreak Hotel, and they think about the symbolism of it. And Kevin tells Laura about what happened at the nurses' ball with Lucy and Scott. An episode I missed, by the way. I love like the episodes I miss are like the ones that are always referenced, you know? It's never like, oh, the one where, I don't know, Emma got a cold. Oh, I missed that one. No, it's always the big ones. And they both are taking breaks from relationships, ironically, because of the couple, Lucy and Scott. At Lante's loft, I like that, Michael is there and he asks Dante if the PCPD is trying to find Sabrina and the baby, and Dante tells him that no, they're trying to keep it like a local level, and they pass that off to the feds. And Dante also tells him that Anna confessed to attempting to kill Carlos, and then Michael leaves, because once you get that information, you're like, oh, I need to talk to people. Lulu comes over and he shows her that he bought a new comforter, new sheets, and a new bed. Awesome. And she says it means a lot, and apparently it's very comfortable. And the next exercise for them is rebuilding intimacy. At General Hospital, Griffin asks Felix about Carlos, and he tells him about Sabrina, and this is where Griffin learns that Carlos is a father, and apparently Felix is the first person who didn't have all bad things to say about Carlos. And Michael stops by, and Griffin doesn't know that Anna was arrested, and then Michael fills them in on what he knows, because he's a gossip, right? So Michael doesn't understand why Anna confessed, and why she feels bad, because Carlos killed Duke. And Felix is like, he says what I was thinking, and he's like, you know, it's times like these where, like, it's very apparent your father was a mob boss, you know? And I'm like, see, this is, like, this underlying side of Michael that like you don't see often, but like you have to remember is there, and maybe could manifest itself some way in the future that I'm so excited for. And Michael feels Sabrina is either in danger or an accessory, and he wants to take a trip to Puerto Rico. At the PCPD, Anna and Carlos talk about his child, and Anna talks about how Carlos took Duke away from Emma. And she says she has no sympathy for him, and she hopes he suffers more being separated from his child. And I'm like, Anna is not messing around. She can pinpoint your weakness and then just, she's intense. I love her. So he says his life has meaning and he has a family. And like, well, Anna's words, he plays the victim, and he like wants Anna to feel guilty, and Anna tells him that Duke was getting out of the business and like he was gonna be done, and the girl said Duke is no angel, and she's like, well, he was trying to get out, you know. So Anna tells Carlos about Duke's son and how he will never know his father because of him, and Griffin comes down because timing is awesome. And he wants to help Anna because he doesn't believe she could attempt to kill someone, and she says she did. So she tells him everything that happened, and that it was the evening of Duke's funeral. It's not like it just happened, like it happened a while ago before she met him. And who knows if she would have known about Griffin at the time, maybe she wouldn't have done that, you know? So she tells him what happened at the pier. And he can't believe what he's hearing, literally. She says, you know, she believes in the system and she had abandoned her principles. She's disappointed in herself. It's not how she lives her life. And she wanted to face the consequences of her actions, which is why she's there. And then Carlos feels the need to chime in. And Anna tells Griffin who he is. So Griffin confronts Carlos. And Anna tells Griffin that, like, she wants to make sure Griffin has all the information if he's gonna, like, confront Carlos. So, like, he's in the middle of confronting Carlos, and Anna's like, you know, by the way, he also went after Sonny right after, and shot him, and then kind of goes real fast about what happened in Ecuador, and Carlos blames Anna for his actions. Is that right? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Carlos is like, oh, I wouldn't do it for you, Anna. Like, he blames Anna for his actions. So this is where Griffin gets a little bit of an issue, and by a little bit, I mean a lot of it. So Griffin has one question for Carlos. Is he sorry he killed Duke? And we'll get that answer in a bit. At the penthouse, J. Sam is in the penthouse bedroom. And while they're in bed, Jason has the same flashback he did when of seeing them together in bed before, and they talk about it, and it was the night he got shot. So she apologizes because she says she never used to be afraid, and she thought she could never lose him until that night. And he says he's here now, and he has no plans of going anywhere, and my heart melts. And then Sam has a nightmare that Jason was shot and Helena is there. Oh, talk about a nightmare, right? And that end scene, woo! Already. Okay, so Michael and Felix are going to Puerto Rico together, and I'm so excited. It is a great spring trip. And Carlos is like, first of all, like, saying I'm sorry would, like, mean I'm guilty, and I'm not gonna say that, but, like, he's like, what's it matter if I'm sorry? And Carlos tells Griffin, because Griffin's like, because I have to find a way to forgive you. Like, does anyone watch Epic Rap Battles of History? And if so, you the one with Gandhi and Martin Luther King, and, like, the part where it's like, I'm gonna forgive you so hard right now, and I'm like, that is who Griffin is. Like that, I'm gonna go watch that, but I highly recommend it. Put in YouTube ERB Gandhi versus Martin Luther King. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about, and tell me if it doesn't remind you of Griffin, right? So anyway, so okay, so Carlos tells Griffin to take his forgiveness and play with it in hell, which what does that even mean? So Griffin grabs Carlos through the bars and tells him that somehow he won't forgive him because he's not going to let Carlos have the best of him. And he wants Anna to come along on this forgiveness journey with him. Because he believes, this is why this is so important to him. He believes that if they don't forgive him, he'll have taken their souls like he took Duke's. So, like, you kind of realize why this is so important to him now. Yeah. Anyway, so Anna tells after Griffin leaves, Anna tells Carlos that she'll never make peace with him. Like, Griffin does not speak for both of them. Personal thoughts on that. Personally, I'm not, like, that forgiving of a type. Maybe for certain people, but for other, like, I don't know. It's very hard to say, right? Like, when you start thinking that. But I don't know. I guess I don't, you know, it's like, is forgiving someone, like, I don't know. It's a hard concept, right? Like, if someone's really wronged you, like, you know, it's what are your thoughts? I don't know. It's so, right? It's conflicting. Like, I literally can't make words. So anyway, Lante went a little too far in their intimacy exercise. They were supposed to not touch and just stare into each other's eyes, and they wound up sleeping together. But they're back. They're back and better than ever, unlike me. So Kevin wants to know what Helena said during her will reading, and Laura says how Helena said she took away the man she loved the most, which could be Mikos or Stavros, and she gave her the key to what she loved and lost. And Laura says she doesn't want to waste his time, and he says, no, I'm into it, and he broke the code and wants to solve the mystery. Helena, in Sam's nightmare, talks about the curse and taunts her, and Sam wakes up screaming, and Jason wasn't in the room. He went to check on Danny, so he comes running in, and she says she had a nightmare, and he tells her everything's fine, everything's gonna be okay, and I'm like, I really hope it is. I really do. Alright, so thank you so much for watching today's recap. I may or may not be going to the emergency room tonight. Every time I've cut here, I've had a massive coughing fit, and it's been like 2 weeks, so yeah, there's that. So I'll keep you updated. Tomorrow, this General Hospital recap is going to be up late. I'm not getting home until 7, so you could probably expect it around 9-ish. And Fridays, I'm not sure, that one also may be a little late, but I'll let you know tomorrow in tomorrow's later upload. Okay, thank you so much for watching today's recap. If you like to give it a thumbs up, it means so much. And I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital. Have a great day. Bye.